poppin', everybody? Welcome back to Fashion and Fascinations with your girl Anita S. Sibozo. Listen, it's been a while. You and I haven't seen each other since 2019 because wow, Sana Jonga Umdu went through the most. I went from getting a job to losing a job and then getting a new job and then finding out about this whole situation that's happening in the country. Now I have to sit at home with my new job. It's just been an eventful past 5 months, yes, but I'm back now. Plus we don't drink anymore on the show. We have what do they call it? Smoothies, right? We make our own drinks now because A, alcohol is expensive, and B, it's terrible for my skin, and so it's like a new and improved Anita. And I'm here also with new and improved topics and things to do. Listen, and look, I'm not about to do fashion anytime soon. I just need to put it out there. We are Fashion and Fascinations, but I'm not about to do fashion anytime soon because where are you going? I can waltz out here and give you an entire spill of how to pair up your jeans, how to take your jeans from like office wear to night wear to club wear. But where are you gonna go? You're not going to the office, you're not going to a night out, you're not going to anything. You're going to stay at home. There's no lunch with the girls, there's none of that. So I'm gonna give you things in the space and time within this 21 days. I'm gonna be giving you YouTube content that has to do with other things that we're kind of going to deal with in the space and time, so like from friendships to relationships, job situations, and all of those other things. So our fascinations side is going to be quite jam-packed by the time we get to the end of the 21 days. And today the first thing we're going to be tackling is friendship. And I thought my comeback topic literally has to be friendships because I have gone through it all. I have gone from being in a huge ass clique to being in no clique, to having no friends, to having one friend, to having another big ass clique, to having just 3 people, and then just having 2 people, and then now I'm all by myself. And it's like, listen, I had to delve deep and look into me. What did I do wrong in those friendships, and what did they do wrong in those friendships, and what can I do to fix it, and what can I do just to not go back or not to be in those situations again. I hope you are all social distancing and self-isolating. We don't want to see an ENCA, so now that you're home and you're going to be staying home for quite some time, I'm going to be imparting some of my wisdom when it comes to the different things in the world. So let's get straight into it. We're talking friendship tips and tricks. Jonathan, I am live and in charge, and you know, look, I even cut my hair. Do you understand that 2020 came with me and no hair? I have taken a break from big hair because when a girl cuts her hair, she's about to change her life or something like that. So tips and tricks. First things first, what irks me the most, and I will never understand it when it comes to friendships, when it comes to any relationship, unsolicited advice. If I didn't ask for your advice, don't think it's wise for you to give me that advice, because you are now going to communicate with someone who's going to completely block your advice from the get-go. You know what I mean? Mna xa ndisithi kuwe chomi yilena lena le eyenzekayo, but andithanga kuwe chomi ndicela torho undincede ndithini apha kule situation. What makes you think that it's okay for wena ungixelela uba mandithini in this situation? I was merely sharing with you what I'm going through. That's not to say I don't know how I'm going to deal with the current situation. So do not feel like you need to give me advice. And I do not, look, personally, it doesn't, because and also I feel like a part of me, a really small part of me feels like we undermine as if and because decisions. Like you didn't even, especially if you don't even ask, so friend, what are you gonna do about it? You know, I give you my situation and the immediate thing is, let me impart some wisdom, let me give some advice. No, at least ask me, so chomi uzawuthini ngale situation, so that I can be like, yo chomi ndithe that, and then kanti sithi kuwe, but chomi when uzawuthini, then you give advice. You don't, I give my story, then you give advice. You are going to hit a brick wall. That's just what's going to happen. Also, I think it's very important for you to allow people to go through their mistakes, to try and at least navigate their way before you try and give them the map. at least allow someone to find their way first, make those mistakes if they have to make those mistakes, and then only once you are asked, you give your advice. You know what I mean? And also, I think read your friend. If your friend is the type of person that's open and willing to all kinds of advice at any point in time you can just give, then that's all good and dandy. But if your friend is the kind of friend that wants to figure shit out herself first, don't feel the need to give you advice before she's asked for it. That's what I'm saying. Read your crowd, read your audience. Are they willing to receive what you're about to give? If not, don't. That's all I'm saying. Number 2, respect the person that your friend decides to be with. Look, there have been some times where I have looked at my friend and been like, yo, lo mntu lo ngathi ufuna ujola naye, and isitori sakhe asivakali andisiva, and I don't think now uyasiva, or whatever the case may be. And if you feel like you want to share those thoughts with your friend, that, look friend, this person that you're about to date, I feel like this and this and this and this about him, this person has done this in the past, this person was on the list, you know, very important, this person was on the list, you can give that advice. But then if your friend decides, fine, I hear you, you don't like my partner, or you it's fine, but respect that. Respect that your partner is trying to, respect that your friend is trying to be with this partner. You may not like them, you may not feel them, you may have 2 thoughts about them. If they're saying, I get your 2 cents, but I'm not gonna apply it, or I get your 2 cents, I will table it and put it at the back of my head, but I'm going to date him, that's okay. That's okay. Allow your friend to date people that they want to date. And if they hit a stumbling block and they break up, that was her mistake. People have to date people in order for them to get to the love promised land, or to the promised love land. You know what I mean? You have to kiss the frogs to get to the prince. So let her kiss her frogs, and then she gets to her prince. But also respect her journey. You know, don't, when you're out and she's out with her partner, and maybe you're out with your partner, it's just the 3 of y'all, or whatever the case may be, you find it necessary to keep throwing shade at him. You know what I mean? You find it necessary to disrespect him purely because you don't like him, right? Or you don't feel him, or you feel like this man has some dirty tricks in the past. If your friend is like, I'm gonna date him, be the kind of person that respects her choices. Number 3. Clarity is clear to see. I haven't gotten some clarity from a lot of past situations, and therefore there are a lot of things that were not clear to see for me, and I just think that's very important now that I look back at it. You need to get some clarity on situations when it comes to your friends. Don't allow things that bother you to go whoop. Don't allow them to, don't slide them under the rug. Don't ignore things that annoy you or that bother you. Don't ignore them, because those things will continue if you don't tell someone that what you're doing is annoying me or is bothering me. Let people know so that you can also get clarity on why they are the way they are. Also situations. I was in a situation with a friend a long time ago, and to this day I don't have clarity on what happened there. And I spoke to my partner about it, and he was like, what you thought of that situation is probably it's probably something that she didn't even table for herself. That wasn't the case for her. So you need that kind of clarity, and for you to avoid having to break up with friends and then years later realize that, oh shit, man, I didn't take a step back from this situation. I didn't ask the necessary questions in the situation to really find out what was happening. And now I'm here sitting with a dilemma thinking, how am I going to approach this girl? I haven't spoken to her in years, and there's a situation I just need some clarity on, just like for my headspace, just like for my mental, not even about the friendship, but just like for my mental state, I need some clarity in that situation. Now, had I took a step back and then asked those questions, or took a step back and assessed the situation and then asked those questions, clarity would be clear to see. But I didn't put myself in that situation where clarity was clear. You know what I'm saying? So don't make the mistake of having to go through situations with your friends and then you end up ending the friendship or just ignoring the situation that's bothered you and not really finding out what's happening. Why is this the way that it is? Why are you doing this? Why are you behaving like this? Why did you allow that situation to go about in this way? Did you realize that that situation went about it like this and I felt this way about it? It's very important for you to have conversations, very, very strict conversations with friends. Not even very, very strict, but very, very serious conversations with your friends. No matter how uncomfortable that's going to make the both of you or all of you. Number 4, oh my God, big cliques are hectic. Let me tell you, big cliques of friends are hectic. If you can avoid a big clique of friends, avoid it. But if you feel like it's going great, y'all don't clash on any like serious level. There isn't a lot of backstabbing, you know, there isn't a lot of gossip, there isn't any gossip, then that's fine. But when you are in a big clique, or if you're thinking about being or forging a big clique, or wanting all your different friends, your group friends, your serious friends, your book club friends, when you want this big clique of friends to come together, understand that there are multiple personalities. Understand that people come from whatever friendship backgrounds that they come from, and they will behave in that way when they come into that big clique, and so people will clash because so as funny. So the way that I deal with a certain situation may not be the same way that you're going to deal with the situation. Also, you don't want to invite a friend. You might have a friend, you might, in that big clique that gossips quite a bit. So you're going to have to really think and process that forgation that you're trying to do, because man, a lot of talking. Girls do a lot of talking. They do a lot of talking also behind their backs. If you watch Real Housewives, any Real Housewives, you will know that there is a lot of chitter chatter in the background. And you know that with chitter chatter, when it comes to light, or when somebody else comes and tells that, yes, by so story, siza sine spice, siza sine salt, sine curry, sine cinnamon, sine parsley, sine yoyonke into. So asizofika kweso story sisile ndlela besisiyo kwasekuqaleni. Understand leyo ipiece. But your friend will say, yeah, but I don't like her hair. You know what I'm saying? And then that friend that heard that they said that about you, she's going to come to you and she's going to say, girl, she said your wig was fucked up. She said that we need to burn it. Like, it's a totally different story. It bases iyafana, but the story so not so hlukene. Like, so hlukile as fun as yours. I need to go back home. But yeah. Avoid big cliques. Do not be a tattletale. Keep secrets. If your friend is about to share a secret with you, if a friend shares a secret with you, you need to keep it to yourself. You genuinely need to keep that secret to yourself. I will never understand how your best friend or your close friend or whatever friend, any friend, gives you a secret. Say it's your book club friend. Your book club friend gives you a secret, tells you a secret. His situation usivulile isifuba ubhodlile. Wena uyithathe eso story, usithathe uhambe naso, you go and tell your group friend. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense. When someone shares a secret with you, that's just what it is. It's a secret. It's not something that you get to share with the rest of the crew, people that she doesn't even know. I'm telling you to keep that away from your mother as well. You better keep those secrets, because also once your group friend hears that secret, and then she decides, I'm going to go and tell my other friend who has another friend, that secret could easily spread like wildfire. And it will get back to your book club friend. Oh, trust you me, that secret that you've just spread will get back to your book club friend. And now, you can't really put the blame on the group friend, because she wasn't the one that was told the secret. Because, and then you thought, yeah, Chomi. And then you get to grieve that night. Ooh, did you hear ubani kutwe kwati kwenzekana lena yamka samka story yamka itrain. You can't do that, because then the blame is going to be on you. And what would be worse is if you were to tell your group friend, listen girl, don't tell nobody, but she said I shouldn't tell nobody, it's a secret, don't tell anybody, but this happened. That's even worse, because you are putting the stamp that it was a secret, this was not meant to be shared with anyone, and yet you're the one that's sharing it. It's not your place, you know, and it's wrong. It's untrustworthy. It's betrayal. It's betrayal. Like, at the end of the day, that's just what it is. And yeah, those are my tips for you. excuse me, on how to be a good friend, or just tips and tricks on how to maneuver friendships in in part 2 of 2020 and the rest of your life. Use them, don't use them, whether they work for you or they don't work for you, that's all up to you. I'm just saying, some of these things are things that have happened to me, and I just thought I would pass them on to you as knowledge. Take them down, don't take them down. I hope they swing the right way for you, whichever choice you make. And if you've been sitting there the whole time and didn't even think about pressing the subscribe button, please do it right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. And also turn on the notification so that whenever I post a video, you are right here to check it out and you don't miss a beat. From myself, Anita S. Sibozo, I hope you have a beautiful 2020, the rest of it, that is. Try by all means, please do everything that you can to self-isolate, social distance, and mind your own business. That's what's important for the rest of the year. From me to you, I love you.